Let's see what is a subtraction. When a few objects or numbers are taken away from the group of numbers, we subtract to find the count of remaining objects, which means when we have total number of things and few things we take away from it, so what we have to do is minus or subtract. The sign for subtraction is minus a small horizontal line, and minus means taken away from total. The important points of subtraction are that we have to take away the numbers from the total, and always the bigger number is written on the top and smaller number is subtracted from bigger number. As an example, let's take an example of a hen with its 4 eggs. Okay, so in total how many eggs we have? We have 4 eggs. Now if we take the eggs from these hens, so we have 4 eggs, and if we take out the 2 eggs from this 4 eggs, we have taken away 2 eggs from this 4 eggs, so the remaining eggs are 2. So for subtraction we take away the number from the total number, so the remaining number is the answer. Suppose you have to subtract 7 from 55. So at one's place you can see 5 is there and at the bottom 7 is there. So we cannot subtract it because the 5 at one's place is smaller than the 7 which is already at one's place. So what we will do is we have to borrow a number from tens place. And for borrowing, ones has to go to tens for asking help. So you can see here ones is slowly going to tens to ask for a borrow so that he can help him. So finally ones reaches to tens place and he is asking 1 tens. So 1 tens is equal to 10. So now finally ones got one number from tens. Now 5 at one's place will become 15 because 1 tens, that is 10 plus 5 is equal to 15, and 5 at tens place will become 4. It will become easy to subtract. Now 15 minus 7 at one's place becomes 8, and 4 at tens place remains the same, that is 4. Let's subtract 1-digit number from 2-digit number. Okay, so the bigger number you have to write at the top and the smaller number you have to write at the bottom, and the smaller number is always subtracted from bigger number. So we will keep in mind the place value. The very first number we have to write at ones place and the second number we have to write at tens place. So 64 has 4 at ones place and 6 at tens place, and 5 is at ones place, and there is no number at tens place, so you can leave this space or you can write here 0. 0 will not affect this number's value. Okay, so you can write here 0 or you can leave this space. That will not affect the value of this number. Secondly, what you have to do is you have to make a column which has ones and tens. So we will write the ones digit in ones column and tens digit in tens column. So I'll put 4 dots in ones column. So here I have put 4 which is at ones place, and here at ones column I have put 4 dots, and at tens digit and at tens place, what is the digit? We have 6 at tens place, so I have drawn 6 lines at tens column, 1 2 3 4 5 6. So what we have to subtract from this 4, we have to subtract 5, but 5 is a bigger number and 4 is a smaller number, and we know that we cannot subtract a smaller number from a bigger number from a smaller number. Okay, so what we will do? We will ask ones to take a borrow from his friend tens. Okay, so ones will take a borrow from his friend tens, and I have written here 1/10 is equal to 10. Okay, so when this tens will give his 1/10 to ones, then what will happen? We will write here as ones position. We will write 1/10 is equal to 10. Therefore, he has given 1/10. So 1/10 has 10. So we will write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now at ones place, how many total digits we have? 4 dots we have already. Then 1/10 he has given to ones. So 4 plus 10 is equal to 14. So now ones position has 14 number. So we will cut this number and write 14 at ones place. And he has given 1/10 to his friend ones. So we will cut this number, and what is the remaining number? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we will cut this number 6 at tens place, and we will write here 5. Now it becomes easy to subtract. Now we will subtract 5 from 14. So 14 minus 5 is 9. So 9 we got after subtracting 5 from 14. Now we come to tens place. Always we subtract the number at ones place, then we move on to tens place, then hundreds, then so on. Now at tens place there is only one number remaining because we don't have any number here, and if we are having 0 here also, then also we will write 5 as the answer. Okay, so the answer is 59. 9 at ones place and 5 at tens place. So now let's take an example of subtraction of 2-digit number with 2-digit number. So let's take an example of a 2-digit number. So I have taken 53 minus 29. So as I have told you earlier that the bigger number is always written at the top, and the number which we have to subtract or minus we have to write at the below of the greater number. Okay, so I have written 53 at the top because it is a bigger number, and 29 below the 53. And before writing a number or a digit, we have to keep in mind the place value. So the digit at ones place will always be written at ones place, and the digit at tens place will always be written at tens place. So now before starting subtracting this number, I'll show you one more column that I have made for you. So in your copy also you can make for your convenience ones and tens, these both columns. Okay, and what you have to do is that first number at ones place is 3. So we will put 3 dots over here. So I have put 3 dots at ones place because it is 3 number, and the other number at ones place is 9. Okay, that we will write later. Then the number which is at tens place is 5. So we will draw the line 5 at tens place. Now you can see I have drawn 5 lines because at tens place there is number 5, digit 5. Now come to ones place, the number which we have to subtract. Now we have to subtract 9 from 3. So from 3, how can we take 9? Because we have 3 digit and we have to take 9. We have to subtract 9. So that is not possible. So what we have to do is we have to borrow a digit from our neighbor. And who is our neighbor? Our neighbor is tens. The neighbor of tens is ones. Ones का पड़ोसी कौन है? Tens है. So ones अपने पड़ोसी से कहेगा just give me one number. I'm lacking a number, so just give me one number. So children, let me tell you that 1/10 is equal to 10. Okay, 1/10 is equal to 10. Now we will take a number from this neighborhood from tens position, this one, and we will write at ones place. Okay, so I have taken 1/10, and how much 1/10 has? 1/10 has 10. Okay, so I'll draw 10 circles. So I have drawn 10 circles. Now at ones position, how many total circles we have? We have 1, 2, 3. This 3 circle plus 10 circles. So we have 10 plus 3 is equal to 13 circles. So at ones position, we have the digit 13. So we got 13 here. So we will cut this number and we will write 13. And we have taken 1/10 from our neighborhood. So how many digit remains? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we will cut this number 5 because we have given 1/10 to ones. Okay, 1/10 we have given to our neighbor, that is 3, and it has become 13. Now it will become 4. Now it's easy to subtract. Now you will subtract 9 from 13. So 13 minus 9, you can count on your fingers also, or you can draw the lines and you can subtract. So 13 minus 9 is 4. Okay, now moving on to tens place. Now here we have 4. So from this number, from the remaining number, we will minus the lower number. 4 minus 2, we got 2. So the final answer we have got is 24. 4 at ones place and 2 at tens place. Okay, so likewise we will do more examples.